We're here on a bridge overlooking the Durham freeway as people go to work, and we're giving them hope.
We're actually on the Anderson Bridge, right near Duke. We're here every Tuesday morning.
And there are over 27 different demonstrations throughout the region every week.
No, I'm brand new. Last April, I guess it's been about a year now, that I started with this. I have never ever before in my life done activism stuff. I mean, I've always voted and I've always been involved in that area, but I've never been out on the streets. But this year and this administration and these things that are going on say I need to do more than just vote.
What we're in right now is a situation where someone is trying to hijack our democracy.
I did not grow up here. I've been here since 1969, so I've been here a long time. But I grew up in New England, in Connecticut. We were pretty much working class and not necessarily liberal, just pretty much normal, everyday working class folks. My dad worked in a factory he started with when he started working there when he was 16 years old.
I was in a working class family. My dad was a union organizer. My grandfather was a coal mine organizer back in the 20s and 30s.
I grew up in the Midwest, but I've been here for over 35 years. I came from a conservative family and I was a Republican until the Tea Party in the early 90s. And I was very distressed at the direction that the Tea Party was moving our country at that time. So I became an independent. But as an independent, I felt I couldn't express what I wanted to express, so I became a Democrat.
I moved here in 1976 to attend grad school at Duke and liked North Carolina and stayed with a lot better weather than Utah. I practiced medicine for 20 years in down east North Carolina, where there were lots and lots of poor folks that really were poor because of administrative and policy decisions and not because they were not hard workers. They were probably the hardest working people. If hard work made you rich, they would have been multimillionaires, but as it was, they were barely getting by. The policies were such that they didn't have health care. A visit to my office was $30 back then, and most of them were paying me in fatback and eggs because cash just wasn't a thing. They were all fishermen and farmers.
But I see commonality. We have more in common, we Americans, than we have differences. When you have an emergency like 9/11 or any major emergencies, Americans don't ask, are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? Are you an independent? Are you a Christian? They ask, how can I help?
I would just like to add that everybody needs to get involved, do something, do whatever. If you don't like what's happening in our country, do something, write letters to the editor, come out and join one of the groups, speak out about what you believe should be done. We just try to welcome everybody.